Hey guys, thanks for tuning on in for today's video. We're gonna just jump on in. I've tried to film my intro I don't know how many times. It's just not going well. If you're new, hi, I'm Ansley. If you're not new, hi, I'm still Ansley. I appreciate you watching my videos. I appreciate you coming on back. So I thought for today's video I would do something a little different. I really don't do dupes on my channel. I don't know, I feel kind of weird about dupes. I don't think I have a lot of them in my collection, but I'm sure I do. And I was like, okay, all right, if I'm gonna feature today's palette on my channel, how can I make it more than just a here's swatches of something that's limited edition and sold out and you can buy it, because that's not fun and there's really no reason to watch this if that's all I'm gonna do, being honest. So I was like, okay, I created a look on my Instagram. I'll put a little picture of it right here, and I was like, wow, this feels really similar to the Juvia's Place palette that I have. Maybe I can do something with that, like show you on one side of my face the Jaclyn Hill palette and on the other show you the Juvia's Place, just to like not kind of prove a point, but a lot of these limited edition palettes, like, they're not anything different than what's already out in the market, if I'm just being honest. Like, if you still want to stick around and watch this video, cool, thanks. That's going to be the point of it, just recreating a look that I've already worn and showing you guys that you can pretty much find the same shades. Like, is it gonna have Jaclyn's, you know, like little signature on it? Is it gonna have the rest of the same shades of the palette? No. But if you like the colors that are in this palette, there are plenty of other palettes that are already on the market that you can purchase or use in your collection to create some of these same looks. So this is for all the people that weren't able to get their hands on it, basically. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I've already primed my eyes with the, where is it? The Urban Decay, what is this, primer potion. I just bought the Smashbox 24-hour primer and I'm too lazy to go get it, so we're just gonna use this for today. But yeah, let me show you the palettes really quickly. The Juvia's Place one is pretty similar, so I'll hold both up. So they're not spot on, but the look that I created, like as soon as I finished making it, I was like, okay, I could actually just, could have used what I already had instead of buying something else. So I'm gonna start with the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I do have a few Morphe brushes now, so that's what I'll be using on my eyes. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and jump on in. So I know these all have names. I'm just gonna point to them in the pan and show you because I don't have the little card with me. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for today's video. I thought it might be fun to try incorporating the Jaclyn Hill palette that I've had for forever onto my channel finally. So I wanted to keep it interesting since I know the palette has been out for a while. It's already sold out. If you haven't bought it yet, unfortunately, it might be a little difficult to get your hands on it, even though people are reselling it. So taking all of that into consideration, I was like, okay, if I am going to use this palette, like, how can I do it in a way that's not like, ooh, here are swatches, because you can't really go out and get it again. So I ended up creating a look on my Instagram not too long ago. I'll put a little picture right here of what it ended up looking like. And as soon as I finished doing the look, I was like, okay, I could have used my Juvia's Place palette to create the exact same look. So I figured I would do something similar for my channel. So with that, let's go ahead and jump on in. I'm going to do Jaclyn Hill on this side. I'm going to do Juvia's Place on the other side. Now, the trick is keeping both palettes open so I can see which shades I can use. Because the palettes do have a lot of similarities. Juvia's Place, Jaclyn Hill. So hopefully you guys can see. So there are some similarities, but of course the Morphe palette has way more colors than the Juvia's Place, so that's why I kind of have to keep track of what I'm doing. Oh no! The palette just dug into it. Oh well, alright, I'll live. Okay, so looking at the Juvia's Place palette, I'm going to do a little less of a transition shade that I would like because the Juvia's Place doesn't really have any. So I'm going to just jump on in with a really light hand with the shade right here. I'm going to jump in with a combo of these two shades in the crease with those two. I have this little mirror that I DIY'd. Oh, also my nails are chipped. I know. I haven't painted them yet for this week. So I'm gonna do both eyes at the same time. So on my other eye, I'm gonna go in with the comparable shade that I was looking at, which was like a combo of these two shades right here. That would be Burkina and Fulani. Forgive me with these names. I'm trying. And I'm using a Carity brush. This is their E31. So it's a little darker. Just to even these out a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the shade next to it. I don't have the card out with me, otherwise I would rattle off the names. I'm hoping this evens it out just a little bit. Alright, so that's that. They look pretty similar though to start. Okay, we're off to a good start. So I kind of want to do like a purplish, greeny blue look. Maybe. I'm not sure. We're gonna place a purple all over the lid. First, I'm gonna do the Jaclyn Hill side. I'm gonna place a little bit of this blue, just kind of like sweeping motions all over the lid. On the other side, the Juvia's Place side, I'm going to go in with this kind of bluish shade right here. I'm going to, on this side of the eye, I'm going to go in with, on this side, on the Jaclyn Hill side, I'm going to go in with that kind of like sea foamy green shade. I'm just brushing it all over this part of the lid. On the Juvia's Place side, I'm going to go in with Zola, the shade right here. Same thing. I want more of a diffuse look, honestly. Both of these palettes are pretty pigmented. And I know Juvia's Place can sometimes be a little more difficult to get your hands on because they're constantly selling out, but at least you do have this option. We're going to go back through with the blue over top, so no worries. I'll build this up a little bit more. I'm just going to pop this all over the lid. Hopefully by putting the blue back on top, it'll camouflage that those kind of bluish teal shades are not the same. So I'm just going to pop this in. Ooh, that is just crumbling into my nose. Okay, alright. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with the blue that I used from earlier on both eyes, just to kind of buff that out. I'll clean that up. Both of these palettes have fallout. Like, go in with those same shades. Hey guys, so I just finished like quickly cleaning up under my eyes. I'm gonna go back in after we add our like inner corner color and do the whole powder situation. So I'm just letting that dry a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and add the lightest kind of like shimmery shade from each of these palettes. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. That one kind of is difficult to show up on camera. So I'm gonna add this one in to my inner corner. Alright, hopefully you guys can, just like a nice little pop of color. So I think I'm gonna use, this is probably the closest shade to that one. You guys can see that one right there. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. This is the Juvia's Place palette side. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe side. So I think overall the looks ended up looking very similarly, but as you guys saw, like it's not a one-to-one, it's not perfect, but I'm pretty surprised at how similar they look. I'm gonna look at myself quickly. They look pretty similar. Like I could walk out of my house right now and not be concerned that like my eyes look mismatched, which is kind of nice. So, you know, if you weren't able to get your hands on this palette, at least you do have some options. There are lots of other palettes too that have these types of shades. Now, I think one thing we did notice was that there were some discrepancies in the colors, like kind of that tealish color wasn't necessarily the same, but then I just put a whole bunch of blue over it and it all kind of worked out fine. So let me know in the comments down below if you like videos like this. I have a lot of limited edition palettes, and it might be kind of fun to do a series where I show you like limited edition versus permanent collection, because I am starting to buy more permanent palettes. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, let me know. Most of my collection's limited edition, so sometimes it's kind of hard to film eye look videos because I know a lot of this stuff aren't things that you are able to purchase, and I just want to be mindful of that because it's not really fun when you can't, you know, buy the same products that someone's using if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm really happy that both of these looks turned out pretty similarly. I mean, with the Juvia's Place, I did have limited transition shades, so I feel like the blue still looks a little bit harsh, but I'm probably gonna walk out of my house in a few minutes, maybe with like a different color top on, and go to the store. I'm gonna go to Target and just enjoy that experience. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, found it interesting, found it almost even comforting. Like, when sometimes you can't always get your hands on limited edition stuff. I know, been there, done that, ran that race, and like it kind of sucks, but at least with the Jaclyn Hill palette, because I know it was super popular, and they are restocking it today, tomorrow. Today's August 10th. They're restocking it sometime around when this video is being posted. If you aren't able to get your hands on it a third time, I got you covered. At least with this look, I got you covered. So, yeah. I had a really hard time filming the intro for this video, so I'll put all that stuff at the end. If you are new, thank you for stopping on by. If you have seen a few of my videos and you came back, I appreciate you. Trust me, it does not go unnoticed, and especially to you guys that like to talk to me on YouTube and Instagram, I really appreciate the sense of community that I feel like we're starting to build. So thank you guys for being active participants on my channel. I really appreciate it. But with that, got a few more videos I need to film, so I'm going to keep on doing that, and I will see you guys later. Bye!